Hello and welcome to a poorly lighted edition of Fairly Unbalanced with me, Mike Tallon. I woke up today in Binghamton, New York, came downstairs while I'm visiting my parents, and my dad had CNN on. And so I sat down with him for a little bit, and there was a Republican congressman on the television screen talking about how the Silicon Valley Bank collapse was because of wokeism. I guess his belief was that there was too much diversity hiring or attention to diversity being paid by the board of directors for the bank, and that's why the bank collapsed. It's madness, but it's also indicative that this is the line of attack that is coming politically in the next couple of years. CNN then did a story later, a panel discussion later about what wokeism means. And they screwed it up because, honest to God, it's a little difficult to say what wokeism means to the American right because it's an ugly, ugly concept. But first, let's acknowledge wokeism means different things to different people. To those of us who aren't fascists, me, you, the people watching this video, wokeism means accepting that there are systemic injustices currently existing in the United States today that have a long historical root, and that our responsibility as citizens within and members of that society is to address those injustices and to dismantle those systems of discrimination, abuse, and unfairness as pertains to race, gender identity, sexuality, class, ethnicity, religion, go down the list. When the monsters on the right use the term woke, they mean something different. First, they mean that they don't believe that there are any systemic injustices that need to be corrected. And anyone who has the audacity to suggest that there are systemic injustices that need to be corrected should just shut the hell up, and they should just sit the hell down. We went through this as a society, a number of times over history, but most recently during the Civil Rights Movement. And there were civil rights leaders and men and women across the country who refused to take that advice from the MAGA representatives of the time, from the fascist representatives of the time. They refused to sit down. They refused to shut up. They refused to accept what these people, the Ron DeSantises of their time, delimited as their proper place in society. And at the time, those political leaders on the right didn't use the term woke. They used the term uppity, and that was followed by a pejorative term for a race. But Ron DeSantis today, Elise Stefanik today, Jim Jordan today, Donald Trump today, when they use the word woke, substitute for it, and I wish to God CNN or MSNBC or the New York Times would just face up to this. What they're saying is them uppity queers, them uppity trans, them uppity Mexicans, them uppity immigrants, them uppity, you know the word. And for those of us who are on the right side of this divide, those of us who actually acknowledge that there are systemic problems that need to be dismantled, I say that we retake that word. Yeah, I'm woke, or at least I'm as woke as I have developed my abilities to be, and I'm trying to become a woker. I understand that as a white male, cishet, able-bodied, native-born, go down the list of privileges, I've got a long way to go. But I'm also going to take back the word uppity. I'm an uppity ally. I'm an uppity ally to my trans brothers and sisters. I'm an uppity ally to my queer brothers and sisters and my immigrant brothers and sisters. And when Ron DeSantis says woke, says uppity, and tells us that we should sit down and shut up, it's time to turn that back around on him And screw him in his eyeball. He doesn't get to say who gets to come into the big house. It's not his house anymore. So, woke love to you all, uppity love to you all, unless, of course, you're a fascist, and we'll talk to you very, very soon. Peace.